Wow.
So good, right?
Dialed. Holy.
Hi, welcome back to Unique Minds of the Okanagan. I'm Robb O'Day, and we are on location in Revelstoke with Logan Williams, a local action film editor, musician, and producer. He's all around creative and mind-blowing. How are you doing?
Dude, I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for coming, Rob.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Let's dive into your story right away. So,
Yeah.
where are you from?
I grew up in a little town called Newmarket, Ontario. There is not very much going on there. We could pretty much skip over like year 1 to 17 because I don't think anything is really super important in there other than picking up instruments as a kid and getting kind of involved with that. My dad comes from a musical family, so I kind of got introduced to that at a young age. But when I turned 17, I joined my high school's mountain bike race club, their XC team or whatever, and within probably like 2 months, I was hooked super, super fast, and then spent the summer after senior year just mountain biking every day. And I was supposed to go to University of Waterloo and do the engineer thing and go that route, and that's kind of what I thought was sort of my only option, and that's what I wanted to do. But after sort of picking up biking, I was like, nope, I think that's cooler. So I bought a plane ticket and moved out to Banff, Alberta on my 18th birthday. And yeah, pretty much just, I moved out there with the drummer for my high school band. His name's Matt Longstaff. Matt, if you see this, I love you. You're the best. But yeah, we moved out together, and we'd play music occasionally and hang out, and that was sort of my gap year. I deferred my acceptance to Waterloo, and by the time January rolled around, I was like, no, there's no going back. This is the spot. So I reapplied and went to school in Kelowna for engineering for a couple years. And that's sort of where I picked up film. I had been interested in GoPros and all the little things you get into when you're starting to do action sports, because you want to capture it. But within my first month of my first semester of university, I had a pretty heinous mountain bike crash on a dirt jump that me and my friend were building, and I broke both my arms, and I couldn't bike for like 6 months. I was like skiing in arm casts for a while at Big White, which is pretty funny. But what I thought was like the most disastrous thing that could have happened ended up being a massive blessing, because I still wanted to be involved in the scene and still doing the biking thing, but without being able to bike, the next best thing was filming. So I just got head over heels in that. And yeah, within a year, that was like my entire life. I was just obsessed. You go out and you have this vision for what you want to get, and you get something and you come home, you tinker with it and try to put it together in the most interesting way. And that's still kind of at the core of everything I do. It's just like pushing yourself there. It seems like you can kind of just keep going. So yeah, after like 2.5 years of engineering, the summer before my last semester, I decided to go full freelance in the film world and just try to get as many contracts as possible and eat a lot of rice and hang out and film mountain biking, and it worked, shockingly. And then I went back to school for one more semester, and I was having to turn down film work, and I didn't feel my heart was in it anymore, and I was like, this is dumb. Let's just go do what I know I want to do. So I moved up here to Revelstoke. I had done a summer here in between semesters a couple years prior, and I knew it was the place to be. And yeah, just sort of hit the ground running and have been filming as a full-time job ever since, with skiing and mountain biking and snowboarding and all that stuff. And yeah, now I have this beautiful studio space as of late, and I'm able to elaborate on my sort of music production as well, which is really awesome. I've been doing that since high school. Yeah, so the beauty of that is I can soundtrack all my own films now, which is beautiful. I can write and compose all the music and tweak things as I go, and just it's another hand in the pie. You can be as specific as you possibly want, and when you go to show it to someone, being able to be like, yeah, no, that is like as close as you can get to being inside my head. Like from start to finish, that's how I see the world and hear it, which is pretty cool. So yeah. That's my story.
There's a really cool history, because like usually music